I mean, boo. Oops, wrong movie. I wanted Building Better Parachutes. It's kind of urgent. Teachers teaching teachers. It's an educational Ouroboros. Ooh, RCA, we're on Nipper Watch.
This is the story of how our class began to understand how to build paragraphs.
Sounds hella boring, but it's your movie.
It began one morning while we were getting ready for school. I was getting the blackboard ready, when all of a sudden...
Common Core kicked in. She won the People's Choice Award for penmanship.
It was Susan. She'd brought something to class. And do you know that was how we really began to learn how to write good paragraphs?
The heck you say?
This is what happened.
Betty stole a trophy, the end.
What is that, Susan?
It's the prize my dog Major won.
So it's a major award?
Yes, yesterday.
Oh, that's wonderful, Susan. What did he do to win it?
Oh, lots of things. The thing he did best was called jumping the hurdle.
That's a weird name. What happens?
I had to throw a wooden dumbbell over the hurdle.
And then I got a trophy. Go, ding dong.
And then Major had to get it and bring it back to me.
Without crapping all over the floor.
He did that and everything else so well that he won first prize.
That's just wonderful, Susan.
Mrs. Clark, why doesn't Susan write about her prize for the school paper?
What do you think, Susan?
I'm not lying. How dare you?
Well, would you rather have someone else write the story?
Oh, yes.
All right, then.
Get me Woodward Jr. and Lil Bernstein.
Who would like to write the story? Let's see. Janet, Bill, and Charlie.
Now I want 5,000 words on my desk in time for the evening edition.
All right, now, class, let's get all our pens and papers and have some writing exercise. Well, that's the way it began. Janet and Bill and Charlie asked Susan all about her dog Major, and about the dog show, and about the prize.
Are we on the record?
And soon the story was written. But something was wrong with it. What was it?
But it just doesn't sound right to me now. It seems all jumbled up.
Her story just didn't add up.
Mrs. Clark,
Yes, Janet. What is it?
Damn it, Janet.
the story is all mixed up. But we don't know what to do.
Let's see.
Oh my God, children. Oh, kids, you can't say this about an entire religion. Let's have a little chat about libel.
Let me read you just one of the paragraphs you've written, and you try to imagine what each sentence tells.
Lady, we're 8. Just print it. Dog show enjoyed by all.
Major jumped over the hurdle.
What's your source on this claim?
Major is a big dog, almost as big as Susan.
I mean,
Last year in a show, Major walked around the hurdle instead of jumping.
clever boy.
Susan has been training him all year in her backyard.
While avoiding her
The
stepdad.
judge gave Susan the prize Major had won.
Seems unfair.
He brought the dumbbell back to Susan and sat down in front of her at the show this year.
La-dee-da.
She was very disappointed last year when he didn't win.
Ugh, what, was this written by 5th graders?
Well, could you tell what was wrong?
Too many adverbs?
How many main ideas should there be in a paragraph?
3 or 4 per sentence?
Well, one main idea. That's right. A paragraph should have just one main idea. Let's look at the paragraph again. Alrighty.
Oh boy, we forgot to have any ideas. I bet this is how TMZ got started.
Well, look. We say how Major jumped, how big he is,
How stinky
about
Susan
last
is.
year, and how Susan trained him. The paragraph's about too many things. What do we really want to tell about in this paragraph?
Well, young Conan,
About how well Major jumped over the hurdle. And that should be in the topic sentence.
we really are the enemy of the
and
people.
that is when we began to understand how to build good paragraphs.
Hey, I was promised better
when they
paragraphs.
started to write the story, they gathered lots of information. It was just like having a lot of snapshots about the dog show.
Oh, I love photos about things.
But all the snapshots are mixed up. One doesn't lead to the next,
Like a Terrence Malick movie.
so it's hard to understand what happened.
Yep, like a Terrence Malick movie.
That's the way we begin working on most stories. But now they want to write a paragraph about this main idea, how Major jumped the hurdle.
On steroids.
They pick out all information which tells about Major jumping the hurdle, and just that information.
All the stuff about aliens and Saudi Arabia has to go.
When they are sure they have all the information picked out that relates to the main idea, they are ready to arrange all of it into a paragraph.
A confusing, misleading, circular quagmire of a paragraph.
First, the main idea is put into the topic sentence.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Then under it comes how Susan gave Major the command. Then, how Major jumped the hurdle.
Then how Susan's stepdad lost 3 large betting against Major.
How he picked up the dumbbell and jumped back with it in his mouth.
Like a stupid dog.
How he came to sit in front of her so she could take the dumbbell.
Literally.
And finally,
questioning Susan's
how he
patriotism.
sat beside her when it was over. You see, we arranged the information under the main idea, so we have a clear idea of what happened.
According to the winner.
That's what Janet, Bill, and Charlie have been doing, selecting and arranging the information for their paragraph.
Poorly.
If they have done a good job, we should understand what the paragraph tells about.
Oops.
Let's find out.
All right. I'll read it to you.
Dateline, Westminster.
One of the tests Major had to pass was jumping the hurdle.
Fake news.
When Major's turn to perform came, Susan threw a wooden dumbbell over the hurdle.
Prove it.
Then, at a signal from Susan,
Pixar didn't happen.
Major ran and jumped over the hurdle.
Nope, not
On the
buying
other
it.
side, he picked up the dumbbell and jumped back over again.
So say you.
He sat down directly in front of Susan.
Till dear.
Then Susan took the dumbbell and Major turned to sit at her side.
No. Too much editorializing. Write it
Well,
again.
That's it. It's good, only it doesn't seem finished. We need a good sentence to end it, that's all.
You can't fix everything with sentences, kids.
One like our first sentence, about the main idea. What about Major had jumped the hurdle very well?
Just get out.
But we know that already. Major had jumped the hurdle even better than Susan had hoped he would.
After we've written a paragraph, we go over it and ask, is it a good paragraph?
Not good, better.
Does it tell about only one main idea? Remember how confusing the paragraph was when it discussed several main ideas?
Oh, God, we were so young back then. Remember this B-roll footage? Do films also benefit from editing and clarity?
The second question is, does the topic sentence tell the main idea interestingly? Check your topic sentences. Get your paragraphs off to a good start.
Say things that mean stuff. Got it.
Third, have you selected and arranged the information in order? Remember, in building a good paragraph, we select and arrange information under main ideas.
How could I forget?
The last question is, does the concluding sentence finish the paragraph? Does it really complete the main idea?
Is it creepy that finish is in quotes?
We have found these questions helpful in building good paragraphs.
If you say so.
But Janet, Bill, and Charlie were the ones who really began to help us learn how to build better paragraphs.
Yes, we have titular
They
line.
not
This is
only
not a
had written
drill.
one good paragraph for their story, they also made a list of the main ideas for each paragraph in their story.
They really wanted to delay that math lesson.
This was such a good plan, and each of them was going to choose one main idea to write a paragraph about. Why don't you?
Because I finished 5th grade in 1985?
Would you like to write a paragraph describing Major? Remember what he looks like? What other information will you want to include in a description of Major?
The word drool in all caps?
You may want to write a paragraph telling what happened at last year's show.
Those records were sealed by the police.
Perhaps you will want to write a paragraph telling how you think Susan trained Major before he won the prize at the dog show.
Perhaps you'll use the same footage over and over to pad out your film.
this paragraph is the one they wrote.
But are we married to it?
Or you may want to choose this idea. The prize Major won.
Guys, I made some calls. There wasn't even a dog show this year.
But whatever you choose, after you've written your paragraph, check it. Remember to use these questions to build better paragraphs.
I think the real story here is how Susan once again managed to make an entire day about her. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. And hey, if you want all the fun with shorts, please check out my Patreon where you can get early access to every video, free goodies, and starting now, a bonus Patreon exclusive episode every month. All that for a pledge of as little as $1 per video. Thank you, patrons. I'm crazy about you. I love you. Bye.